Well, I have the pleasure of having not one, but two instructors with the Emeritus Institute. And today I'd like to welcome Lacey Yell. And Lacey, you teach Pilates conditioning.
Yes.
Welcome to you.
Thank
and Marjorie
you.
Himes. And you teach, let's see, I've got intermediate chair exercise, aerobic exercise to music, and sequential stretching.
Correct.
Great to have you both here today.
Thanks for having us.
First of all, let me ask you first, Lacey, how did you get involved with Emeritus?
I've actually been on the faculty for Saddleback College in the dance department for 11 years.
Oh, very nice.
And I met Dan and Bart McHenry through the Emeritus Institute, and I said, hey, would you like some Pilates? Because I'm a certified Pilates instructor.
Yeah.
And he said, that would be fantastic. So that's how that all kind of went together.
Yeah, and I can see where they kind of go together, right?
Yeah,
Dancing
so
and all.
conditioning.
Yeah. What about you, Marjorie?
I know Brad McReynolds, who is also another Emeritus teacher, and he knew that I was needing some hours, and he said he'd be perfect for the program. And he put me with the Emeritus department, and they hired me to teach the aerobics classes.
That's great.
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
you know, when I talk to instructors that maybe teach at Saddleback as well as you do, they find it very rewarding to come and do Emeritus classes because people really get involved. They're doing what they want to do, not what's maybe on their curriculum that they have to do. Although, you know, you teach dancing, so that's artistic as well. Do you both feel that way when teaching these classes, that it may be different from other classes that you, non-Emeritus classes?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, actually both of us are in the dance department.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
All right.
So
you teach dance as well?
I do teach
Oh,
dance
very
as well.
good.
So it's when you go into an Emeritus class, you know that you're making people feel good. You're making them, challenging them to maybe that's something that they didn't know that they could do 5 minutes ago, and you have them leave knowing that they feel good about themselves mentally and physically.
Yeah, and I get that from all the instructors. They all kind of say the same thing about the type, whatever they may be teaching, art or photography or dance or whatever it might be. When it comes to the types of classes that you're doing, they're similar in that they are aerobic exercises, they are strengthening, and really it's about wellness, isn't it?
It is.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wellness, both mentally and physical wellness.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know that, Pilates is challenging.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely physically challenging. And it's, you know, when you have something that's physically challenging, you have to get in that mindset that you can do this.
What's sequential stretching?
Sequential stretching, the way I teach it again with a big dance background.
Okay.
So I teach much more a dancer's type stretch. I just teach it from about 15 minutes of standing stretches, about 15 minutes of stretching in a chair, and then we move on down to the floor.
Okay, and as far as Pilates goes,
Yes.
do you relate some of your dance experience into that?
Absolutely, definitely. So for Pilates, for me, I started in the dance world, and what brought me on to Pilates was I had an injury, and I was told, I think your professional career is over, and the stubborn person that I am, I'm going to go find something else to help. So I found Pilates, and I found people to help maintain and cure that injury that I had, and so I've loved it ever since. So the great thing too with the Emeritus Institute with Pilates is we set goals. Like at the beginning of the semester, I say we're going to do a plank for 10 seconds, and then hopefully by the end of the semester we're at a minute. So that's always great too for the students, especially if they haven't done it before or they've never seen it before, or they're not quite sure what you're looking for. You can maintain that goal throughout the semester. So
Yeah, and setting a goal like that is nice. Now, Pilates combines a lot of different disciplines, am I right?
No, it would be more.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Okay, I thought it was like both yoga and also...
A lot of people think that.
Yeah.
It's not, actually. Pilates comes from Joseph Pilates.
Okay.
And it actually started in World War I.
Wow,
Yeah.
I thought it was something really
Right.
relatively new. First time I heard of it was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Right, and so it's maintained its credibility here forever. But what Joseph Pilates did with World War I is he used to rehabilitate patients
Okay.
that have lost a limb at war
Oh, okay.
or are sick, and he used to attach springs to the hospital beds and get them moving, get the patients
Okay.
moving. So that's how it started. And then finally he moved to New York City and helped dancers. Then that's when he started working with dancers in the 40s.
Okay.
So it was way later, but
Now, what about aerobic exercise? You set it to music.
I just said
Because
to music.
aerobic can encompass all kinds of different
A lot
things.
of it. I actually just started taking over another class down in Dana Point with the Emeritus department. And what I do is I do about 5 or 10 minutes of stretching and warming up because it gets cold down there in Dana
Yeah.
Point. And
Yes.
we do about 20, 25 minutes of aerobic exercise. I set it to a routine, which they really like. Some teachers, which is, every teacher has their own way. Some teachers do it with just, we're just going to do step kick for a few minutes,
Right.
and we do step touch for a few minutes. I set a routine. And so it kind of gets their mental capabilities going as well. And then I do some floor exercises. I work Wednesday weights, so we do weights on Wednesday. We do Fridays, we work on our therabands, stretching our legs and working other muscles through the therabands. We'll always do some core work because that's very important. And then we do like a little bit of a cool down, stretch cool down.
So a lot is involved.
A lot. We
And-
got a lot
and to
done
music.
in 15 minutes. Into music, with music, yep.
Are you both still with the dance program at Saddleback?
yes, we are.
So you do a lot.
We do a lot.
Now, as far as that goes, how do you coordinate to what you do here? Are they on different days?
They're on different days, they're also
Sometimes.
different times. We
Different
primarily teach at night
Okay.
through the dance department. The dance
Oh,
department
okay.
classes are primarily
Correct.
at night for us. So then we teach the Emeritus classes in the mornings.
Okay. And these classes, you're right in the middle of them now, but they'll start up again soon, right?
Correct.
Correct.
In the summer semester.
Yeah, which isn't too far away as far as people signing up for it. You're both going to still be teaching the same courses?
The same, we don't quite know exactly.
I'm not sure
Okay.
yet.
I'm pretty sure I'll be teaching a pool aerobics exercise as well,
Oh, okay.
which is super fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
And you're going to stick with Pilates?
we hope so. We'll see what I haven't seen any schedule yet, so I'm not sure.
Well, or if you folks want to take dance, you can go down to Saddleback.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Dance classes.
Yeah, there you go. It's just the great program through Emeritus, and there's so many different things that you can get involved with. And this is just a couple of the great instructors. We always have great instructors on.
We do.
They
We have
do.
a lot.
We do.
They
Fun.
have a lot of good people there. If you are interested in checking out the classes, now they are right in the middle of the spring semester that started about a month ago, but coming up, of course, is summer.
It does, you know what? They can still add classes.
Oh, you can add to
say.
you
You can
guys?
still add.
Okay.
You can still
Come on and
add.
add.
Come on over to a
Okay,
class
I thought we
you're
were past
interested
the date.
No,
Okay.
you're not quite past the date
Okay.
yet. So you
Yeah.
can still add. It's free. They're free. You just fill out, if you're not an emeritus
Very
student already,
good.
you just fill out an application and hand it to one of us, and we'll sign you in.
We'll
All
take
right,
care of you.
very good.
Absolutely.
So go to saddleback.edu/emeritus, check out all the different programs there. And if you want to take Pilates or chair exercise or sequential stretching, here are the ladies for you. Good to see you.
Thank
and,
you.
And
Thank
I
you.
really thank you for coming on today. And all that the Emeritus does is fantastic.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
it
you so
really
much.
is.
Thanks
All
for
right,
having
you
us.
take care, and we'll be back.